This is Jerry with Jerry's Retirement Wisdom. Today I've been to the Dollar Tree and I found some items and we're going to make some fishing hacks. If you stick around to the end, you'll remember that a couple videos ago I cut this Nerf football in two to help me park my boat. Well, Dollar Tree's done me one better and I'll show you how that's going to work. Why don't you come along?
Fishing hack number 1.
I found this at the Dollar Tree. It's a 9-piece crafter's square craft box. And what this is this opens up, and inside the box it has all these little containers. Well, as soon as I saw it, I thought there's lots of uses for that. So what a great idea this would be for a fishing hack. Well, I've got my 9-piece box loaded up with sinkers. I got bullet sinkers and split shots, even some swivel connectors. So for $1.25 you get a nice little carry case with 9 individual little boxes. It'd be great for hooks, sinkers, and other items. Great little fishing storage hack from the Dollar Tree.
Fishing hack number 2.
I found these at the Dollar Tree. They're called foam scatters, and I would assume they're for decorating for the 4th of July. But I thought, you know what? I can make myself some foam bobbers out of these for the 4th of July. Grandkids will love them. We'll just pick us out a star here. I'm going to take a kitchen skewer and make a hole through it. Now I'm going to take an ear swab, I guess they're called. You can't say Q-tip. I'm going to take an ear swab. We're going to push it through that hole we made and then trim that off. Now that's made a channel for my fishing line. You can run your line through that shaft from the ear swab. Now you got yourself a loose bobber, and you got a whole bunch of them for $1.25 from the Dollar Tree. Easy bobber hack.
Fishing hack number 3.
This is a great little hack. This is a toothbrush protector from the Dollar Tree. Just opens and closes like this. But I've got this pole here rigged up for take the grandkids out. And you can see that hook's pretty exposed. Well, you can take your toothbrush protector, snap out right over that hook, and it's not going to snag anybody or anything until you get out to the lake, and then you're ready to go fishing. So for $1.25, pick up a toothbrush protector, and you're going to protect little fingers and save yourself from grief. Easy fishing hack from the Dollar Tree, $1.25.
Fishing hack number 4.
Ran across this at the Dollar Tree. It's $1.25. It's a metal pail. It's painted. They have them in all different colors, and I thought, you know, if you got a couple grandkids and you want to go fishing, you can give them each their own little bait pail. Stick some worms down in there, and now they'll all have their own bait pail, and since they come in different colors, there won't be any argument over whose pail is whose. And for $1.25, it's a nice inexpensive metal bait pail. Easy fishing hack from the Dollar Tree.
Fishing hack number 5.
This at the Dollar Tree. It's called a wood bead wreath. You know me and beads. So I thought, you know what? That's just a metal piece there. I bet we can pop this apart. And then we could just pop these beads off and we'd have ourselves some wooden beads. And I think in last week's video I had some square ones, but I like the round ones better. I've got some round wooden beads that the grandkids can paint up whatever color they like. Slide them onto your line. Now you have a floating bobber. If you want to, you can take an old golf tee and stick that through that floating bobber, and now you can pin the bobber, and that'll float just fine on top of the water as well. So either a floating bobber or pin bobber, and you get those from a wooden wreath that only cost you $1.25 at the Dollar Tree, and there's a lot of wooden beads on that wreath. Easy hack from the Dollar Tree.
Fishing hack number 6.
I saw this at the Dollar Tree. It's a soup container with a snap-on lid, but I thought, you know what, that would make a good little worm bucket for the grandkids when they're out fishing. It's got a snap-on lid. You can throw some bait in there, some worms, and then snap your lid back on. I had a subscriber mention to me on one of my videos that if you put a snap-on lid on a bait container and you got worms in there, you need an air hole. So the thing caught my eye here is this has a little opening to let steam out, which will let air in. So now I've got a container with an air vent and room for plenty of worms, and it was only $1.25 from the Dollar Tree. Easy fishing hack. A way to store your worms.
Fishing hack number 7.
I found these at the Dollar Tree. They're just simply called baskets. And I thought, you know what? I could hang these up sideways. And then throughout the day, as I use spinner baits and whatnot, and I want to just hang them up, I could find this work out really good for a bait holder. Just mount these on the side of the boat somewhere. And it's a ready-made spinner rack. And you get 3 of them for $1.25. So you can come up with all kind of uses for them. Easy fishing hack from the Dollar Tree.
Fishing hack number 8.
I saw this at the Dollar Tree. It's an Avenger sprinkler head. The reason it caught my eye was it had all these little holes. And I thought, you know what? I can't find the air stone for my bubbler, but I bet I can utilize this sprinkler head and put it to work. So if you look down inside here, there's a place that typically water would go in to make it a sprinkler, but I also found in the Dollar Tree some of this craft clay. It's a polymer clay. So I thought, well, I can take some of this clay. We'll just soften that up, and what I can do is I'll stick my hose down in this hole in the sprinkler and then use this clay around my hose to make it airtight. There we go. I thought about using silicone, but I think the clay is going to hold up better. Okay, now put my sprinkler down in my water, because usually when I pick up minnows, they're in a 5-gallon tank. Then I'll just turn on my bubbler and check it out. I've got an air source for my minnows. It only cost me $1.25 for the Avenger sprinkler and $1.25 for the clay. And yeah, before somebody comments, I probably could get down to the aquarium store or Walmart or somewhere and come up with a air stone for not much more than what I paid here. But what would be the fun in that? This is all about making fishing hacks. So for $1.25 and $1.25, I've come up with an aerator.
Fishing hack number 9.
I found these at the Dollar Tree. They're door stoppers, and you're going to say, what in the world does a door stopper have to do with fishing? Well, here's an easy explanation. When I have my boat parked in the garage, it rolls so easy that I need to put some kind of a stop on my boat to keep it from rolling away if I happen to lean on it when I'm working with it. So I spotted these. You get 2 door stops for $1.25. And I'm just going to take them over and put them on either side of the tongue wheel, and that's going to keep that thing from rolling back and forth when I lean on the boat. Easy fishing boat hack from the Dollar Tree.
Fishing hack number 10.
Anyone that's been on a successful fishing trip knows that when you get back home, sometimes your hands have a remarkable odor. Before I go in the house, I like to use a hand cleaner in the garage that doesn't take water. And I noticed at the Dollar Tree this trip that they have something called Orange Goop hand cleaner, and it doesn't use water. It's supposed to have citrus power, which makes me think that it's going to smell really good like orange citrus. And what that's going to do is that's going to clean your hands before you ever get into the house, and you're not going to carry that fish smell with you, hopefully, when you go in there and use Mama's good hand towels in the bathroom. For $1.25, you get a nice tube of Orange Goop hand cleaner, and Mama's going to thank you. Easy hack from the Dollar Tree.
Fishing hack number 11.
A couple of weeks ago, I showed you where I cut this Nerf football in 2, and I used the 2 halves to help me so when I backed my boat in the garage I could see better, because the white tape on the floor just wasn't doing it for me. Well, then a week later I was at the Dollar Tree and I found these. These are called playground cone sets. And there's 2 cones for $1.25, and those work pretty good, and they certainly work better than those. But today, when I was shopping at the Dollar Tree, I'd never seen this before, they have this safety cone. And the safety cone is substantially bigger than these other cones. It also has a piece of reflective tape around the middle, so if it's in the evening when I'm backing in, it will reflect light. So for $1.25, I got a safety cone that's really going to help me back the boat in the garage. Maybe I won't put another dent in the drywall that I had to repair. And that'd be a good thing. From a Dollar Tree. And they're $1.25 a piece. Easy hack.
Jerry's retirement wisdom.
This has been Jerry with Jerry's Retirement Wisdom. I hope you like the fishing hacks that I put together for you today. If you like my videos, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. If you'd like to see some more of my videos, just click right there. We'll see you next time.